Conditional bar graphs are good for looking at the frequency of one categorical variable based on different values of another categorical variable. You might examine them as a preliminary to doing a two-sample test of proportions or a chi-squared test of independence. Here we have a data set of one-year-old used cars in 2005. Let's make a graph to examine the relationship between a car's type, hatchback, sedan, convertible, or coupe, and whether or not it has cruise control. To do this in Minitab, go to the Graph menu and choose Bar Chart. Because we have the raw data, not summarized data, we choose that the bars represent counts of unique values. We want side-by-side bars to represent whether cars have cruise control within each category of type. So choose Cluster. Click inside the box for categorical variables and select our two categorical variables. In this case, type, choose Select, and cruise, and choose Select. Then click OK. Here you can see the absolute frequency, that is, the number of cars, in each of the categories for cruise control and type. If we want the relative frequencies instead, we can go back to the bar chart menu and choose Chart Options. Choose Show Y as percent and take percent within categories at level 1 and click OK. Here's what the relative frequency conditional bar graph shows. Here you can see that 100% of convertibles in the dataset had cruise control. Looking back at the graph of the frequencies, we see that that was only one car. Over here, in the group for sedan, you can see that about 80% of the cars had cruise control and 20% didn't. If we go back to our bar chart menu, we can compare what happens when we reverse the order of the categorical variables. So delete these, and then enter cruise, and then type, and click OK. Now you can see we've gotten a graph of the conditional distribution of a car's type based on whether or not it has cruise control. So among the cars that had cruise control, about 90% of them were sedans and about 10% were convertibles. These two different types of conditional bar graphs can show different information about your data.